Hey, it's Clay, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol GE, General Electric. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So while this here may look like several days worth of time, it's actually just today's price action broken down into 30-minute time slices. I like you this time frame. That does a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price, and then makes mapping out where levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. Did this analysis on Friday, so that's where the green line there is coming from, and that also segues perfectly into the first update that needs to be done. And this just comes about based on a foundational rule in charting, which states when levels of support are broken and closed below, they do tend to act as resistance. So for those of you that did watch the video on Friday, hopefully you remember me talking about 840 as support. And you can see during that first 30 minutes with a gap down, and then when it broke below 840, that is just essentially where the toilet flush happened. To give some credit where credit's due, though, the bulls did fight back nicely and put together a nice little bounce here, which brings about the next technical area to talk about, and that is that the bulls did start to construct a little miniature uptrending trend line. Now, does this mean that this is the bottom and that this thing's headed up to 12 bucks? I wish trading was that easy. Now, you got to give credit where credit's due. Like I said, the bulls are starting to show a little bit of signs of strength via the upwards bounce here, but there is still a whole lot more work to do. And the first, part of work is just simply, well, let's see if the price can now stay up above that orange line. If it can't, well, then obviously this is just a little miniature dead cat bounce. And especially as far as the strength of the bears, if the price breaks below that orange line, it's not totally, game over for the bulls, but definitely where the bleeding stopped today, down at $7.72. Let's just call it $7.70. So in other words, if the price were to break below that orange line and then break below $7.70, that would just be confirmation that, yeah, this little miniature move here was simply a dead cat bounce, and the bears still remain 100% in control. So again, from a support standpoint, that orange line is support number 1, and then 770 support number 2. From a resistance standpoint, already talked about $8.40. If the price can somehow push above there, then the overarching area of resistance would be up there at the 50-period simple moving average. So the volume is remaining very, very high in this one, which is why I'm keeping an eye on it. Stocks that get beat down in a hurry can produce some nice bounces. So yeah, let's see if the bulls can indeed put together a bounce or not. One of the biggest questions that I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together a free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then click on the image that is up on the screen right now and I will email you the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and best part, it's completely free. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you have any questions.